You're such a dork. Is that the new thing you're gonna every time we start?
No. Last time I clapped.
Yeah, you did last time. Oh,
I have a new seat.
yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Well, you can really wiggle,
I know. It's a
rocking
mechanic.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's not really supposed to like you're not supposed to really rock on it. It's a mechanic's seat, like the
Stool.
one with the wheels. Yes, mechanic's stool.
Yeah.
You can do this, but you're not really supposed to like bend it back and forth. So it's not so much rocking. Oh, that would be really nice.
No, because then you'd be like
Probably.
trying to record. That would not be good. They'd be like, how about some spatial audio, people?
Yeah, I would. I'd be talking like this all the way over here. I'd be like, oh shoot, I'm over here.
Yeah.
It's probably best that
We gotta get little bits. If you do much bits, it'll be all over the place.
oh. Anyway. What does that say?
Something. It doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm like, well, it's
You're too distracted. Let's not worry about what's going on there. It's fine.
well, I was making sure that actually was like our thing was doing a thing.
It's doing a thing.
Cool.
Don't be
Cool,
don't
cool,
be
cool.
distracted.
Happy week, everybody.
Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted.
Don't be
That should be what's
distracted.
going on.
Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted.
Now you're distracted about something else.
So many things happening inside my brain. Okay, so hey there, everybody. Hello. Good week to you.
Hello.
We just had our anniversary weekend.
Yeah, it was fun.
We celebrate 18 years.
Woo woo.
Our marriage is an adult.
So what did we do? We went to San Juan Island.
Yeah, we decided that we weren't gonna like spend a ton of money on a trip this year. We usually go on a trip somewhere.
A small one, for the most
Yeah,
part,
or sometimes big ones. But anywho,
but mostly small.
and we decided we were gonna spend the extra money, like not take any trips this year, and spend the extra money on our house, like our fence and stuff like
And
that.
other such stuff.
Yeah. So I planned a day trip for Saturday, and Christopher planned stuff on Sunday,
Yeah.
and it was really fun. We just got to spend 2 days adventuring together and laughing and getting lost and
Yeah, we definitely got lost for sure.
trying different foods and different restaurants and learning about history and
Yeah.
learning about another part of our state that that neither of us have know much about. I did learn in early high school.
So it's done been forgotten.
No, I did learn like about the pig war, that there was a pig war on San Juans. But I don't know that we even learned stuff
But
about
really
it.
wasn't even a war as much as it was a standoff.
It was a war. It's a war as if two women are fighting.
Because, I mean, I
Why
didn't
don't we
see
talk to Aunt
anything.
Sarah anymore? Because she killed my pig because it was in her vegetables. Oh, that's worth like being in a fight over? Yes, she hasn't said sorry.
Yes, it was the prize
Why
pig
don't
of
we
the
talk to Aunt
4-H.
Marie? Because we killed her pig because it was in our vegetable garden. It was delicious. Why don't we say sorry?
Because it was delicious.
No, because her pig was in my garden. All the way across, like when you look at so it's like San Juan, little tail, right? Well, there's the British camp and the American camp.
Other way.
American camp and British camp. It's all the way across the island. Like it's miles away. Miles away.
Miles.
And this is big. Like, you didn't notice? I guess if you have a pig farm.
Right. Well, and it wasn't. It sounded like, from what we were reading, it was a Hudson Bay Company pig that had wandered, and it was. And we don't know specifically where on the island the pig was versus the homesteader that was an American. Versus where the American camp was, because they're not just going to put the American camp where the Americans necessarily were. But basically, American killed a pig.
Because it was in the
Britain-
garden.
Yes.
Eating all of its stuff.
Yes. Let me go. And then Britain detained said Americans. Then the U.S. Army decided within a couple months to put some installations on the island. It was a whole thing. But the camps are still there. You can go see them. See a lighthouse that was on the
There's so
British
many
side.
lighthouses.
That was on the British side. And that is the spot where if the whales are going to be around, you're going to see them there. So
We did not see any whales, although we did see some seals or sea lions. There was,
we saw wildlife.
and I
Of
saw 2
aquatic
fins.
natures.
I saw 2 fins, so possibly harbor dolphins or porpoises. So it was magical.
So basically whales.
Nope.
I mean, they look kind of like whales in the pictures.
Anyway, it was magical. But yeah,
A lot of birds.
a lot of birds.
A lot of birds. But any hoozles, that was a cool thing. And then, so it's like 2 hours away from our house. So it was like 2 hours up, ferry ride, which is an hour. And then tooling around the island, which is quite large, 55 square miles. So it's not just I can see the other side. Like lots of farmland, lots of driving.
Hence, that pig was far from its home.
Yeah, hence.
Yeah, hence.
Anyway.
No, it was really fun. And there was ferry. We're ferry people now.
You've always been a
great.
fairy.
Yeah. And
No.
magic. It was very fun and so windy. It was
windy for
It
sure
was really windy.
on the boat. Like you had to lean into the wind to not get blown over.
Yeah. There were some kids like jumping into the wind to see like how much it would hold them up. It
Or
was
how much
fun.
it would blow them over.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, so that was a fun day one. And then on the other side of basically the same part of the water, we drove up to Port Townsend on day 2, which I was planning on going to a restaurant that we heard about that Alethea really wanted a certain special thing.
Yeah. And I didn't even know he was planning it. I completely forgot that I told him about this place.
Yeah, see,
He did not forget.
I did not forget.
Man.
However, a tourist town
A tourist town.
on a weekend that is still nice. Why would you close your restaurant on Sunday? Like, really? Like, you're not going to be around on a very busy day. And there was tons of people walking around and stuff. And we found that out when we got to the town that was 2 hours away from our house. Because I didn't even remotely think that they would not be open on a weekend. So
Well, it
we,
has like a ferry. So if you're looking at Washington, it's kind of like this. We were on this side to ferry, and then we came on this side. Anyway, there's a ferry on the other side going to different things, but up right in this space, there's islands, and then there's Victoria. So like we could see Victoria from both locations.
aka Canada.
Yeah, Canada, and we were just on the opposite side of the water. Like we could see the San Juans from Port Townsend.
Strait of Juan de Fuca is
Yeah.
right where we were.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I had no idea. I had not no idea. No, I thought I had no reason to check to see if the restaurant would be open on a weekend,
Yeah.
but evidently I did.
Do you remember the food that I wanted to try?
No, I don't remember what the dish was. I remembered the place. I figured if I could remember the place, you could remember the food, or at least
Once I
call
saw
the
it,
person.
be like, oh, this looks
Call the person
delish.
that suggested it to you, and they would remember what they had that you wanted to try. So, but we did get to see lighthouse on that side, and actually got to go up in the tower, which was pretty cool. Of the lighthouse.
It's like a little Coast Guard station.
What the heck was the name of that place?
Fort Worden?
Fort Worden, that's right. And it's got a cool little like place to stay, pub, all kinds of stuff that they've turned this thing into.
Yeah, they turned the whole like
into a resort, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can rent out a house. There's one of the guard shack.
Was a pub.
Oh, sorry, I just got a yawn. The guard shack, like the guard
Contagious.
the guard person's house is now not like the shack, but like the person's house of the guard person.
The housing of the guard is now a pub. It's a neighborhood pub, is what it said.
Yes. That is accurate. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
And then they also had two campgrounds.
Yeah.
They had a huge bocce pit.
Like enough for a tournament. There were like huge pits that were like lined. And so they had probably 6 in each pit, and people were standing around and hanging out.
Yep.
I want to do a bocce at our house someday.
And then they also had like a
bocce.
conference center like you could rent out, and that I think had a coffee shop in it, and it's got a whole bunch of like houses you could rent, so you could really probably have a pretty big conference there.
Yeah.
For something like a retreat or whatever. But any hoozles, that was really cool. We saw a really old industry for Washington back in the day when they had a lime kiln. We saw some of those old things. What else did we see?
Well, they had bocce on San Juan too, down in Rush Harbor.
Well, at the lime kilns.
Yeah, just right there in the town. I was like, this is so cute. There was a wedding.
There was a wedding.
Happened at the restaurant. It was like right behind the restaurant. And then the church bells went off when they said I do. It was so cute.
When they announced the couple.
Yes, that's more accurate. When they said I do, you heard screaming. Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Cheering.
I do. Ah! Okay. I guess that's when they got their chain and ball put on their ankle.
They were so thrilled. Cheers. They were cheers when they said. Anywho.
But yeah. And then we had some really cool like ice cream at San Juan Island, and then we got to go to the world's narrowest coffee shop.
Yeah, we did.
That was so cool. You could literally touch palm to palm on each wall from each side of the coffee shop.
Like a child could.
Yeah.
Like when I did it, my arms were not fully extended. Like that's it.
But super fun. Really good coffee, actually.
Really, really good.
Bourbon
black pepper.
Bourbon maple.
No.
Yeah.
Black pepper.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Why
was.
did I say maple? Why did I have a maple taste?
Maybe it was maple black. No, it was bourbon black pepper. And then at the Viking one, we had maple.
I don't know.
At the Viking one, we had
There
maple.
was a mapley taste. Maybe it was just sugar. Who knows?
It was sugar.
Either way, fantastic coffee.
We got a sticker
We did.
from there.
It's called the Crow's Nest, so it's a picture of a coffee cup that like foam art, and it looks like a crow.
Yeah. But it was super cute. There was a line. So some of the things that we did
That's
this
the only
weekend-
thing that could happen in there is a line.
No, like all out on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Really. But yeah, that's
And
all that.
honestly, the only way two people could pass each other in that shop is if people turn sideways.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like walking side by side.
Right, correct, very correct. But this weekend we went to a few places that had a line out on the sidewalk. We're like, we're just gonna do it. Normally, if there's a line, we're just like, we'll find something else. I don't want to take the time. Like, obviously, it's good, but there'll be something else good down the road. This time, we were like, this is the one I heard of. We're gonna go here, and it was like.
Honestly, I think that's just a difference of at home us and trip us.
That is true. That's
because
very true.
when we're trip us and we don't have like a super schedule or anything, we're just like, oh, that's where the locals go. That's where we're going to go.
Yeah.
Where if it's like at home us, we're just like, we got this project going on. We got to do this. We got to do that. We're just like, bingo, bango, done.
Yeah.
Whatever's quick, you know, you got to do
good.
it to it. Yeah. Good as well. But it's also form and function. It goes more function than form. Whereas on vacation us, it's more form, more about design, aesthetic, experience. Whereas it's more about the function of what's going on when we're at home.
Yeah.
But with that, we also got to shop around at a Habitat for Humanity restore because we're old people.
Because we're old.
When we got back home.
Because I was old.
On Sunday.
Sunday.
And we actually got a new cabinet for our kitchen. So we're starting that whole project of countertops and redoing our stuff so we have a little bit more storage and a little bit more function when it comes to coffees
and style.
And style. But luckily we found some cabinets that pretty much are same color as our cabinets we already got.
Oh my gosh. Why when I sit here, I wasn't yawning before. I'm so sorry.
I just make you so relaxed that
It's
you're
so
just
true.
like,
Honey,
oh.
that is so true.
Not that I'm boring you.
No.
Has nothing to do with
you
that.
just relax me. Look,
Oh yeah, so relaxing.
I'll just talk from. Let's share yours, okay?
You want to share
We'll
my
just share yours, okay?
Uh-huh. Any hoozles. So, I'm really excited about our cabinet. We enlisted the help of Alethia's mom and dad last night. Fed them some food. They helped us get the cabinet into...
I made tamale pie.
Into the kitchen because it is over...
It is just an inch and a half difference between the height of one and
our ceiling and the cabinet.
Yeah.
And it's almost 8 foot tall, like cabinet floor to ceiling. So
in our future house, I don't want anything shorter than 9, I think.
9 foot ceilings?
Nothing shorter than 9, I think.
I think the main living space
Open.
should be at least 10 foot that has a loft.
Yeah.
So probably
We want.
15 foot.
Yeah.
Any hoozles.
I
But
know
that's
some
a
people
story
like
for
7.5 foot ceilings.
I'm really talking about future houses.
Yes,
You
no, for
totally
sure.
just whoop,
I
derailed
am.
my choo-choo
I
here.
was looking at the ceiling. Sorry, you go.
I'm really thinking like maybe we should do like a half buried house.
They're very like economic.
Well,
They're good
probably
for.
not for build like initially building, but I think for the heating and cooling savings, I think also off of the kitchen we would be able to maybe build in a root cellar.
We would be living in a root cellar.
No, it's not the same when you have a heater going,
I know.
but actually have a door to like a root cellar. So like a door to a root cellar and also a door to a pantry. See what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Now you're
Then we
picking up
go
what
to
I'm
the outside. So we'll have like an exterior door in the kitchen that goes to the root cellar
right.
that's in the ground.
That's in the ground, but it's just in the wall. Right? You don't have to go outside to get to it. So they have those root cellars that are basically prefabbed or whatever. Yeah, they have prefabbed root cellars. Or we could just get a culvert, dig it into the ground, and then you would basically have that outside door or whatever. So you're not actually going outside. You just have a door in your home that goes to the root cellar.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're going outside. We would just have an exterior door to a hole in the ground
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah, we'll be the mole people.
The mole people. Can we pour concrete or have like rocks or something so we're not tracking dirt into the house?
Yes, it would be a finished floor.
Oh.
Like
Not
it
just
would be, no. But you would have less.
But it would be cold. And
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah. So there
But
would
we
be
could-
no heat going in there.
So it'd be
There
like
would be-
cement or
Right.
something.
Right. So you
Not
could
just
do
dirt
like
walls.
you could do like a culvert, like a metal culvert or
Yeah.
whatever, and then pour a cement floor in that. From like if you were doing a slab in the rest of your house, you could pour more of a slab, right? And then you could build your shelves onto the culvert, and then you just have a insulated door that
Yeah.
goes into that area.
Okay. We have electricity.
Yeah.
Or do I have to wear a headlamp to go get potatoes?
Maybe you need to wear a headlamp.
I'm in there with my cell phone. I just need 4 potatoes.
But then also, one thing that I saw in some houses that we've looked at recently that I really like is like a hidden door to a pantry.
Yeah, more like a butler's pantry.
But not necessarily butlers as in like, because a lot of the butlers pantries I've seen have the granite countertop and all that stuff. Like it's got area to prepare food. I don't necessarily want area to prepare food.
Sure.
I just want area to store.
To store. Yeah.
Because it could also, like, not just store food, but also store appliances you don't want just out. Instead of taking up cabinet space in your kitchen,
Which is
it
what
could be in a closet.
our cabinet that we just got is going to do. It's going to house
one of the
things.
big purposes is to get more storage for kitchen appliances and get stuff rearranged so we don't have to dig so much for it.
We're going to get those pulley racky things that we're going to put into the thing that brings the back of the cabinet to the front.
Yeah, we'll also get the
Pull-out cabinet organizers.
pull-out shelves. Pull-out shelves for the lower so that we can have our bigger kitchen appliances on it, and then we can just pull it out so we're not like standing on our head trying to get to the back bottom of the cabinet to get the big appliance out. So it'll add a bunch of space. It'll add more countertop.
Yeah.
So really excited about that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, we can store the ice maker in there.
Something.
I just really want things off of the counters.
Yep.
But
Tired of having to move things around just to make food.
yeah. I mean, we have more counter space than other places we've been, for sure.
Yes.
When we had
But
a
it does
600 square foot house, like
there was no counter space there. But I mean, honestly, a lot of times we use the stovetop for counter space. But oh, I was just thinking something. Oh, but like we're also the Habitat for Humanity Restore has this 24-inch cabinet that has a huge, like almost 24-inch drawer at the top, where our one lower has faux drawer fronts.
It has fronts, but nothing to pull out.
And you don't stack up into the cabinet, so it's just wasted space. So we're thinking about swapping that out for that one with the drawer.
Can get the one that matches.
Yep.
Oh, were you gonna say that?
Uh-huh.
Or we could find out where they got it from.
Or we could just paint it. Anyway.
They're smooth, like I don't know.
Any hoozles. That way we can get, because we store our silverware on our countertop right now. Mm-hmm. And that would be nice to get that off the countertop, so that's just more space that we got. Mm-hmm. So we're getting there. We're doing it to it. Because we got to get stuff more functional for come January when we got more people in here every week.
True.
And especially when we want to do dinners for them every week.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really excited about it. I do think that that's a good idea, though, to have a root cellar. Like, if you're going to build in.
If you're going to build into the hill anyway, why not make it easier to have a root cellar for yourself?
Yeah. No, that is really smart.
What? What's going on in that brain of yours there?
Like we can have a secret like exit. We have like a door you have to crawl through, and then you crawl, and then there's a ladder, and then there's like a secret like thing, and then I was like, that would be really fun to do for like if you have kids or something. Make like kind of a little course to get out the back door, like a fun thing.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want that to be your everyday entrance.
No, it'd be like a fun thing, and it led to like the part of the yard that had their like tree house and stuff like that.
But we did see that one crazy house that basically it had a ladder on the second story or whatever, because it was built into a hill. Right, so the second story is still within the hill, but it had like a ladder or something to the roof, because the roof was the hillside.
Yeah. And
just grass area up there. Mm-hmm. So
they would just go hang out on top. Mm-hmm. That was the domey one.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They used like metal.
I mean, even if we had part of our house sticking out of the hill, like on top or whatever, I would really like a daylight basement. Mm-hmm. Either way.
Yeah. If we eventually have land with a hill.
It's a good probability in Washington to have a hill.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
Because I just think it would be easier to get covered porch that way. Mm-hmm. And whatnot. So.
And whatnot. Could have a swing in the
from the chandelier.
I've always wanted to have like a living room that was big enough with a beam that you have a swing attached, and it's just like in your living room.
Yeah. Well, you like to wiggle.
Oh man, I
Wiggle,
love
wiggle,
swing.
wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yeah.
I'm like, when I'm an adult, I'm just gonna put a swing in the house. Why wouldn't you?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you?
Surprised we don't have a hammock.
We have one. It's just eventually I would like
Up,
to.
I mean.
Yeah. Eventually I would like to put one in our if we didn't have pets when we moved in, I think I would have put a hammock out.
Yeah, you did it to me.
You should just yawn, because that looked like you were smelling poo poo. You're like, ew.
Maybe.
I would have put it up immediately in our in what we call the pet room.
Yeah.
The like outdoor, indoor. What would it? I mean, sunroom. I would have put one in the sunroom. There's a beam in the sunroom that I would have quickly attached a hammock to.
But it's going to be our workout room.
Yeah.
We got to get that all squared away. So.
We have to clean it first.
Yep. Just scrub the floors.
Because of the pets.
Yep. Dirty
There's
animals.
lots of like dirt.
Filthy animals.
You filthy animal. There's lots of dirt because they were coming in and out.
Yep.
And eventually I put up clear shower curtains on our storage stuff, like our camping stuff. So on the shelves, because everything was so dusty. But now we need to just mop and wash walls and stuff like that.
Put the exercise equipment we have in there so it gets out of like one other room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, Ing. Yeah.
Want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
No, thank you. I'm gonna pass.
Name that movie.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, there you go.
I was
You're
like, hold
trivia
on.
queen.
Hold on.
Trivia queen.
I wish I were a trivia queen. Our friend Megan.
She's really good at pop culture.
I just can't even with her. If it has to do with movies, TV, songs. Did you say pop culture?
Yep.
If it has to do with pop culture, she is the queen. And I think that I have test anxiety. And as soon as I get asked, I'll know things. And then somebody asks me a question, I'm like, I know that. It's in there. It's like all of my files are just like, we don't exist. I'm like, just let me in. And it's like, you don't have the key. Because when you get asked a question, you drop the key down the grate. And then you can't get to it. And you're just stuck without answers.
Yeah. That sucks for you.
It really does. You're like, we should do trivia. And I'm like, that would be so fun. You want me on the opposite team, though. Like, I would be a great plant for the opposite team.
No, you do really good at queuing me up to remember. Because you're like, it's that one thing, you know, with the thing. And I'm like, oh, yeah,
And the
it's
thing
this.
and the other thing. Yeah. If we were allowed to talk.
In like bar trivia setting, I think it would be good.
Can you talk in bar trivia? Or is it just
Yeah, because I think it's groups.
write it down?
It's groups. The group.
Oh, the whole group gives one answer.
Yeah.
So you have to talk.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like one person goes up
No.
from each thing. One person goes up from each thing. Why are you yawning?
I don't know. You started me off and I'm like revving up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time for sleep.
The yawning machine. I don't know. Maybe it's I just start work earlier now. I don't know what's going on with me.
You do start work. Well, you don't actually start working earlier. You start your job earlier.
Yeah. And actually, I mean, I'm away from the house less now. Ish. Gosh, dang it. Can't stop. Can't stop, won't
Can't
stop.
stop. And it won't stop.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe, what if we just...
Oh no. Oh no.
Just what? Just breathe deeply. Because a yawn is your brain saying, I need more oxygen. Okay.
No, I breathe deep and then it starts. Oh my goodness. You gotta stay shallow.
What happened? He was trying not to yawn because we were recording.
Oh my goodness.
What's more important? Not breathing.
Yeah.
You are important to us. Sometimes,
He's just like, you are important to us.
sometimes when I'm at the coffee shop, I'll be like cutting, and then I'll be like head down, and I'll see somebody come in, and I'll just look up, and I'll be like, we've been waiting for you.
You're such a creeper. Oh, of course you would do that. I think tomorrow, especially if it's like Spody or whatever comes in, just look at me. Hello, Clarice.
Why would I say Clarice? It's somebody else's thing.
I know,
I'm
but
original.
are you?
I don't know. I think most of what I am is just a mashup of like bits and pieces of songs and movies,
I think
all
that's most of
glued
us.
together with the Lord Jesus Christ. I think that is the extent of what I am. That's my entire personality.
I wouldn't say that's entirely your personality because you couldn't remember a TV show song until it comes out randomly.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not saying I remember those things. I'm saying it's just inside.
I internalized it, so it is me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Huh.
That's funny. But I think that's all of us, really.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think we're a mashup of like all different people that we've ever come in contact to. Like, is either added, like, we're just a mosaic.
Ooh.
How'd you like that?
You're just a regular psychiatrist over there.
What?
Psychoanalyzing people straight into making up terms and
I don't think that's made up. I feel that that's real. A mosaic. We are all a mosaic
all
of
terms
people
are
in our
made up.
lives.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All terms are just made up terms.
Well, at one point, people didn't say YOLO.
Are you saying you came up with YOLO?
Nope, I'm saying it's in the dictionary now. It used to not be a thing.
Yeah. Merriam-Webster will just let anything in there now.
Ain't YOLO. What's this world going to?
Yeah.
Woo.
No, there's been some other things. I don't remember what they were, but there's some other things that was like texting terms or something like that they let in. On
LOL. I think LOL.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's like, man, they'll let anything in there now because abbreviations never used to be allowed in, or were never dictionary type terms.
Right, but now it's actually like it is a form of communication. So therefore, it makes sense to have it in there because if people in the future are like, what does this mean? Like, let's go to that millennial dictionary.
Except for they never go to like a dictionary. Every time I hear somebody talking about a term, they're like, "Oh, gotta go to Urban Dictionary for that." Not like regular
dictionary.
Not regular dictionary, but they're always like Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, be careful because they will give you several different ideas of what it could be, and one of them is not dirty.
It's always gross. It's always gross. But I think if you'd be quite surprised at some of the terms that you would find in the old, like, collegiate, college level
Like what?
dictionaries from back in the day.
Like what?
I don't remember. I just remember being awestruck. Like, huh, that's interesting.
That's what awestruck looks like to you? Huh. Interesting. That explains so much of our marriage.
Huh.
That
You expect so much more emoting.
I know. For you, huh? Interesting. Is awestruck. For me, I'm like, honey.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm saying, like, it is my version of awestruck and your version of awestruck. Different ends of the scale.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. Is
Wow.
not what you're gonna find for awestruck in the dictionary, urban or otherwise.
I bet it is.
No, it's not. It's not a
Struck in awe. Speechless. Bet that's what it says.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. 1 degree more care than just reading the normal dictionary. Awestruck. Adverb. I don't what is that?
I literally could not be more excited than I was. Ah, wow.
Well, literally, I was like, it was the very most excited that I could have ever been. I was like, huh.
Literally
Interesting.
couldn't do more.
Couldn't do one bit more. People use literally. Oh, they're talking about changing literally. That it doesn't mean literally. It's gonna.
I think they already did.
It means figuratively or literally.
I think they already did.
But that's not what it means.
I'm sure they already did. I think that was one of the things I was just like, are you kidding me?
Were you awestruck?
I was struck it. I was more dumbstruck than awestruck. I was like, are you serious?
Are you serial right now?
But yeah.
Uh-oh.
So that was our kind of our week in a nutshell. Just celebrating being with each other.
Celebrating the life of our marriage.
Marriage is what brings us together for 18 years.
Oh, yeah. This blessed arrangement.
We still haven't watched that movie, and we refer to it almost every time we talk. And we still have not watched that movie, and we were like, oh, we need to watch it.
Oh, the pouring of the iocane powder.
Yeah. You're like, wait a minute, it's in there. Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Hold on.
Yeah. Maybe we do that this weekend. We just hang out and watch Princess Bride in the evening. Any hoozles. Maybe we could do that after our cold plunge. We do like pizza and a movie or something.
I was thinking quiche. I don't know why I was like, quiche and Princess Bride sounds good.
Huh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Interesting. He was awestruck. It means he really wants it, guys. You've heard it.
No.
He said, interesting.
Because you're struck in awe does not necessarily mean that you want a said thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it means.
You can be struck in awe about
the urban or otherwise.
The silliness of said statement.
You said it was interesting.
I said interesting. Yeah. Just because it's interesting doesn't mean it's something that you want.
It could, though. It doesn't mean that it's not.
Doesn't mean that it is.
Right. So we're both right. So quiche, it is. Quiche à l'orange.
What? What was that? That's like the Family Feud episode where the thing dinged and it was like nowhere close to what the lady said. And he's like, so I could just go, and it'll be up there, Steve.
That's so funny. Oh, no, I was saying à l'orange. It's usually duck à l'orange. I don't know why when I say
I don't even know what à l'orange is.
Orange with orange. like all up in it, orange.
How about Sans orange?
But I don't know why when I said quiche, my brain goes, "You're so fancy." Oh wait. Why is that like the French thing? Wait. All around. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know why that is. It's from cartoons when we were little, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know.
They were not afraid of the stereotypes when we were kids.
No.
For sure.
But when I said quiche, it was all around.
Is quiche a French word? Could you at least have saving
Yeah.
grace in that?
Quiche is a French word.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It means quiche.
It means quiche. Fantastic. I'm glad we're clear on this.
Yeah.
I didn't know if quiche meant like pie with egg.
Egg pie.
Egg pie. But not custard pie.
I don't know. It's probably like burrito means burrito. Like we're using the word that it is intended. It's not another word for something else. Like we're
you
using.
Can't define burrito with burrito.
Yeah, but burrito in Spanish doesn't mean stuff inside of a tortilla. Like it just is what it is.
Well, I think burrito is actually more Tex-Mex, not actually Mexican.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
What?
When I was in Mexico on a mission trip, we had bean burritos.
Uh-huh.
I think there's like a hair in this.
Were you in
We were in
a touristy area?
No, we were not. No, we were outside of Ensenada rebuilding a school and church.
I don't know. But, you know, I always get confused on what's actually Mexican and what's Tex-Mex because, you know, we're way up north. And there's a lot of Tex-Mex that gets passed off as Mexican.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we fortunately have a lot of first-gen Mexican people in our area. Oh. So we have a lot of really good restaurants around us.
I think we have a lot of first gen because we're like close to Seattle.
Yeah.
And it's an international airport and it's
all I know is we have
a lot of first gen, a lot of people, and I am so thankful that they're here.
Straight birria restaurant, like the whole restaurant is birria.
So good. Chris had a birria pizza.
Mm-hmm. Which essentially was just a birria,
a giant quesadilla.
That was, oh my goodness, so good.
So good.
So good.
And I had
birria pho. Ramen. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Birria ramen. It was real good. Tonight, we're actually having birria.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend Michael made us birria and had us over, and it was fantastic and so spicy.
It was a little spicy.
But it was so good. And so he gave us some to take home, and so we put it in freezer bags.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I pull it out and put it in stuff. So tonight, we're having
birria ravioli.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with peppers and zucchini in a broth that we made yesterday.
Oh yeah, because we made
tomatoes and peppers and onions and garlic. We put all the fresh stuff into the Instant Pot and put it on, and then poured off all the liquid, and then immersion blended all the stuff to make sauce.
It was really good.
And then added meat, and spices, and beans. And then you make essentially like a fresh polenta and pour it on top, and then you bake it. And it's so good. And
I think we should.
So today I have the broth that we made that we poured off from yesterday with peppers and zucchini, and then put in the birria, and then
raviolis.
And then some raviolis. Start it all up, and now it's in the oven.
I think next time we do tamale pie, if we don't have your parents over, we should chop up some fresh jalapenos.
Oh, and put it in the tamale topping?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
That would be delish.
Uh-huh.
Well, if we do have them come over, we can put in like pasilla or poblano. And that would also give it like that smoky.
Bacon.
No, I mean, no.
No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think bacon would. I don't know that. I think it would throw off. I don't like that.
No, I don't think it would.
But we could make
Wouldn't
something
be
different.
the right flavor. The one time bacon would not be a good thing.
It just wouldn't be the right flavor.
No, it would throw it all off.
You remember there was like a Flavor of Love? It was a reality show.
Yeah,
and
about Flavor Flav and his lady.
And a bunch of women. No, a bunch of women that wanted to be with him.
Or something.
It was like The Bachelor, but Flavor Flav. And I was like, I don't know. What happened?
I don't know. I never watched it. That was not my cup of tea.
No.
Of any flavor.
I have heard that the Golden Bachelor is like pretty good. The girls were talking about it today. It's the Bachelor, but he's like in his 70s.
No, thanks. No.
She said it was sweet.
Is it sweet?
Yeah.
Or is it a bunch of young ladies?
No, it's not a bunch of young ladies.
I don't know.
They're
all of those shows are cringe.
Well, and she said that you used that correctly. Good job, baby.
I know I did. Because I'm hip.
Okay.
I got a hip that hurts.
But usually they're like really catty. And the ladies aren't like, there's one, she said there's one that she thinks that
maybe because they're all too close to seeing the Lord. They're just like, I just don't need to be catty. Anyway, all those shows are super cringe. And they make drama.
Here's the thing. We did like Farmer Wants a Wife.
It was okay, but you could tell they were just making drama to make drama.
Yeah, there were some times that you could tell the producers were like, let's make this scandalous. And the people were like, it's not scandalous.
Yeah.
We're not scandalous people. So.
But for the most part, we don't watch those. Of the reality shows that we do like, because we know producers make the show what they are. They tell you who's going to win and whatnot. Great British Bake Off or whatever. That one's good because the people all pull for each other.
They're so nice. Catty. Oh, they're so great. And we just love the Great British Bake Off. And here's the other thing. I don't know what creme pat is. I know. Okay, well, now that I'm talking about it, I can't remember any of it. Shoe. What is it? Pat a shoe?
Add one?
Like, I've made a few things that we've seen on there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is this? I did already know what a pavlova was. I thought it was just like sheerly Australian. They do pavlova. That like,
it's because they sent all of their convicts down there. Bing.
Wait, just them?
What?
It
was a penal colony for Great Britain.
Oh, just Great Britain.
Well, I'm sure for any people that broke law for Great Britain laws, that's where they sent them.
Oh, interesting. I mean, I knew that it was a penal colony. I guess I didn't even think of like that stuff.
So they have a bit of a British accent. And their Australianness. A little bit.
I don't. Okay. But we do like that show a lot. What are we watching right now? Only Murders in the Building.
That one's a good one.
one, I love Selena Gomez, and I love Martin Short, and I love Steve Martin. So,
And Meryl Streep is
and
a
Meryl
good act.
Streep's in it. Oh, I think we already said this. I think we already told them. Well, if we have, you should watch it because we're telling you about it again.
Uh-huh.
What was the other one watching? After Party. We liked the After Party.
Yeah, it was okay.
That was an interesting way to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, really like 10 interesting ways to tell a story.
Well, yeah, but the concept.
Mm-hmm. But we should be getting new shows soon.
I don't think we're going to be getting new shows because there's the actor.
I heard it's over.
Is it?
Yeah, I heard
Oh,
it finally
good.
over. Now the UAW is on strike.
What's that?
United Auto Workers Association, or United Auto Workers, but it's their union.
Is that like people that work at
Chrysler.
Chrysler and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
All the big auto manufacturers.
Who do they strike against?
The companies.
All of them? Like everybody is striking against all of the companies?
I don't think it's all of the companies. It's one big one. I don't know. I don't know details. I just know that they're on strike.
Interesting.
So it's either Ford, Chrysler, or GM, and it's one of the unions, for their workers. Hopefully it's not all of them. That would be even worse.
Yeah.
So
That would have been really difficult. Or that will be difficult if it's all of them.
Mm-hmm. Especially since we are connected to a fair amount of people that would be affected in that, since that is the main industry in Indiana
That's true.
for the area that I grew up in.
Mm-hmm. Chrysler.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be GM with Delco there, but I think I don't know if they're still big there or not. But
I don't know.
I don't think so, because I think Chrysler took over all those plants, all those, buildings
really?
and such. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So.
Interesting.
Anyway, that's what we got. So, yeah, like I said last time, hit the like button, subscribe if you like hearing us ramble on about crazy randomness.
You know what I realized that we've never done? This is Chris. I'm Alethea.
They know.
I was like, oh, I don't think we've ever said who we are. Hey,
We don't have to know
there.
names. We're hanging out like we're fams.
You just have to know that I love you.
So, comment down below. We'll talk to you. See what you like, see what you don't like.
I mean,
Or, whatever's. Or maybe you want to hear us talk about something else. Something of sustenance. Or whatnot.
sustenance. It's weird how you said that.
Sustenance.
I don't like that.
What? You don't like it when I'm a creeper, but you think it's funny when you're a creeper?
Always.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Any hoozles. Do all those things.
Okay.
And we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.